You're now tapped in with the Real Talk podcast, y'all. It's been a while. I know I've been gone. You know, this is hard for me to do right now. Long story short, I ended up losing my father on October 16th. Last video I think I did was in October, before his death. And I lost everything. I lost who I was, my motivation. And the reason why I'm back now is because I've been watching other podcasts and they uplifted me to be able to do this video today. I'm going to try to be as blood raw as I can. And, want to let y'all know, this podcast right here is dedicated to my father. This podcast is dedicated to anybody who lost a parent. I didn't think it would hit home as soon as it did. Unfortunately, we lost him to, some circumstances that, there was nothing we could do about. But anyways, it's the Real Talk podcast. I can't tell y'all what episode it is. If you've been following me, drop it in the comments if you know what episode it is. I'll pick one person and I'll bless that person. If you've been truly keeping up with me, you would know what what episode this truly is. Unfortunately, I don't. But anyways, y'all, I want to go ahead and tap in with y'all and, and just, state to the fact of, I see a lot of people, thinking that, it can't happen to them. It can happen to you. If you still got your parents, love your parents. You know what I mean? If you got that one parent left, put all the love you would give two parents on that one parent. You understand? And my biggest thing is what my pops was, Again, I told you I'm going to give y'all the blood raw truth. My biggest thing with my pops is, my definition of a man is providing, loving, and caring for your family. And I felt that my pops wasn't doing the providing part, and it killed me because we struggled as kids. We struggled, doom, boom, 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 And as I got an adult, I always said I would never want to be like my pops. My dad was in my life for my whole 2 years of living. I'm 32 years to this day. And now that he's gone, I realize none of that matters. So if you're one of those people like me that think money means everything and think that money will make things better, it makes things better in a certain circumstance, but that love and that caring is more important than that money. A lot of us have fathers that send us money every month for child support. Some of y'all get large sums, some of y'all get money that, but at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure you would rather have your father be in your life than that dough. And, I thought I had life figured out. I'm a very motivated person. I'm a person that knows what I want. I know my goals. But when my father died, everything came to a stop. Brick wall. I just didn't know what to do. I had plans of opening up a business for me and my father. I was going to open up a restaurant. He was going to cook. Those plans are gone now, unfortunately. I'm still trying to figure out how I can, still do that in honor of him. But guys, again, at the end of the day, I'm a tough guy. I'm a very, very tough guy. I just don't take no bullshit. And my father knew that. Me and my father had our talks about him not holding his own. Yeah, we definitely had our talk. I never put pressure on him to make him feel like he was a nobody. He still came around. We hung out. Boom, 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 But at the end of the day, I'm everything that my father wasn't. So at the end of the day, I can't say, hey, listen, I blame you for this, because watching what he did is something I knew I didn't want to do with my life, which made me the man I am today. So a lot of people would have took that, ran with that, and became their father. Oh, my dad does this, my dad does. No, I was opposite of that. I knew I had to provide for my family. I knew I had to be the breadwinner. I knew I had to do this, and that, and make sure that everything was taken care of. And, at the end of the day, I love my father. I'll never take nothing from my father. But again, I wish he was here. I don't care about none of that. At the end of the day, I appreciate him just being here. I appreciate me being able to call him and him pulling up, and things like that. Now I can't call him and say, Pops, pull up. I'm the only son. You know what I mean? I can't say, hey, Dad, you want to go over here, get some food. Dad, you want to go over here and help me with this? That's gone, and it's been a tough battle. But I want to let y'all know, for y'all that have parents out there, my mother's still here. I love my mother to death. I spend as much time as I can with her. I call her on the phone. I tell her I love her. But if you have parents, man, treat them right. You know what I mean? You have a father, call him up. If you're angry with him, call him up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not telling everybody to rebuild a relationship. If the relationship ruined the relationship, me and my dad's relationship wasn't ruined. We was on good terms when the man passed. You feel what I'm saying? He'd be over my house. Out of 30 days, he'd be over my house, 20 of them, him and my mother. So at the end of the day, you know, I wanted to get back on this path. I wanted to get on that motivational speaking. I wanted to just let people know. You know, I was watching another dude's podcast, saying no names, and he was talking about, hey, can somebody do this for you? Can somebody do this for you? It was all about money. And I sat back and I was getting ready to, I want to be like, dude, that's our problems as males, as dominant males. We think money is everything, you know, but at the end of the day, it's the love, the caring that comes first. The money comes last. We put the money in. Before my dad passed, I was the same way. I put money first. I always cared for my family. I always loved my family, but I'm just saying, in return, I felt like money took care of everything, you know, and now I'm learning that at the end of the day, you know, the caring comes first, the loving comes first, and then we can work from that, and we can work from there, and we can go maintain and figure out what's next, you know, because without that loving and caring, all you have is the money, you know, so it's a trait that most men that come from a upbringing of struggling, that we run to the money to make everything feel better. And I'm one of those people. Again, I come from a struggle. So once I was able to make my first dollar, I held on to that dollar and I chased that dollar. And whatever came with that dollar came behind me. You feel what I'm saying? That's whatever came behind it. But now I'm putting the loving and caring first and the money last. And I think that is what us men have to do, and understand that it's not all about money. You know, and once we can understand that, things can move on. And the thing about my father is, he didn't have the money, but he was there when his daughter needed him. He was there when his son needed him. You know, he was there when his wife needed him, my mother. But at the end of the day, I didn't understand that. And then when he passed, I understood that. I said, man, that's more important than the money, you understand? That's more important than the money, you know? So again, y'all, understand what I'm trying to say to you. If you have parents, love them, hold them, call them, spend time with them, take them out to lunch, take them out to dinner, you know, bring the grandchildren over there. Especially if they want to be in the kids' life, bring the grandchildren over there. You spend them few hours with them. You make moves. You make sure you talk to them. You make sure you pick the phone up. You know, and at the end of the day, understand life is too short. My dad died within a month's time without us knowing. Went from this to, you know, unfortunately we lost him. So at the end of the day, get your ducks in a row, your life insurance in a row, get your will in a row, get everything you need to have in a row. So when you are gone, your family is set. Especially if you are the breadwinner. Again, it's not about money, but at the end of the day, when we die, if we are the breadwinner and we die, how do we expect our families to be able to go on if we were the ones bringing in the dough? That money's gone. So at the end of the day, love, caring come first, then the money. You feel what I'm saying? And you'll see everything will fall into place. When you're putting that money first, you're not going to worry about the love and caring. Again, y'all, love, caring, the money lasts. You know, it's true, man. When my dad passed away, I decided I wanted to go back on my comedy shit. So I'm going to put the link in the bio for Welcome to Ty World. There's episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, some comedy stuff that I'm doing just because it helped me get back to a place where I was like, man, I was just so beat. I was like, let me go back to the comedy and make some people laugh. But again, y'all, the pressure's on us. Point blank, period. If you a real man, the pressure's on you. And I understand, but I'm trying to let you know. Your kid would rather see you than you send child support money. I'm 32 years old and I'm realizing this. I thought I had everything figured out in my life. Everything. And I'm learning I don't. Man, it's the Real Talk Show. Episode I couldn't tell you. You know what to do. Put it in the comments. Salute to everybody trying to just make it. Point blank, period. I'm gone.